Let's go over the three keys to success in life, and then we'll also go over some of the things that make a person a great reader, because reading is the most important school skill. With keys to success, one of the first things you want to do is cultivate your work ethic. You have to learn how to work hard. People that learn how to work hard accomplish great things in life. Two other things that go along with this is the ability to work independently. And this is without somebody telling you what to do every second. So you know what to do first, you know what to do second, you know what to do third, and you just jump in and do those things. Um, and if you're able to do this without somebody constantly nagging you to go and do the next thing, that's perfect. That's what you want. That's what the best students are able to do. So cultivate that work ethic. Get things done on your own. Developing your competitive spirit is another key to success. In all of the things that you want to do, you want to grow and you want to get better at that. And the way you grow and get better at the things we need to do in life, whether it be reading, writing, doing math, succeeding in a job, um, you need to spend time on it, and you need to practice, and you need to rehearse. The more time you spend practicing something, the better you're going to get at it. So please insist on doing well in whatever you do. So in your math class, set a high goal and work hard in your math class. In your reading class, set a high goal and work hard in your reading class. You can do that with Accelerated Reader. The best students will read between 1 million and 2 million words uh, over the course of the year. The program will keep track of that, so you might as well say to yourself, hey, I'm going to be a 2 million word reader, and then go for it. Another key to success is just this training, which I've kind of mentioned, is that with your mindset, you want a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that if they practice something, they'll get better at it. Michael Jordan was a great example of somebody with a growth mindset when you look at his basketball work ethic. He spent hours and hours and hours on the court perfecting his game. You can do the same thing with academics. You will become a better reader if you spend hours and hours practicing your reading lots of different books. The same goes with your math facts. If you practice your math facts, you're going to learn your math facts. Try to think of your brain as like a muscle. And in school, the exercises are your academic classes. The harder you work at those academic classes, the more you exercise your brain, the smarter you will be. So now let's go over some characteristics of good readers now that we've kind of summarized the three things that will help you be a success in life. Working hard at whatever it is you want to do, setting high goals for. So, one of the things that good readers do is they read a lot. And the reason they read a lot is they like reading, they get pleasure from it. Um, and they will also read many different kinds of books. It's kind of like whatever catches their fancy, whatever they find interesting, or whatever makes them curious, they'll go and get a book on it. The information age, which is the age that we're living in now, demands good readers. You're going to be working with your head, not with your hands, not with a strong back, but mainly jobs that require great thinking and getting along with others and being able to collaborate and share ideas and come up with new ideas. And that all links back to reading. So, one of the great benefits of being a good reader is that because they read so much, they also know a lot of things. Because they know a lot of things, they're able to apply this prior knowledge or this background knowledge to many, many, many different settings. Another characteristic of good readers is that they gain reading ability over the summer instead of losing it. Let me say that again. They gain reading ability instead of losing it. Poor readers probably won't touch a book at all over the summer, and they're going to lose reading ability. They might have grown a year, which is what we want all students to do. If you're a fifth grader, by the end of the fifth grade year, we want you reading at a sixth grade level. Well, a poor reader will actually go backwards. They might have taken that same kid who was in fifth grade. At the end of fifth grade year, he's now reading at a sixth grade level, but he doesn't touch a book all summer. He might have regressed all the way back to fifth grade, or he might be a 5.5 or something like that. So he's gone several steps backwards. This statistic is really staggering that these great readers will read between 1 and 2 million words per year, and that's opposed to about 50,000 for poor readers. So the students who are behind, it's like they can never catch up just because of this numbers game. They've put themselves in such a hole, but if they can turn that around, certainly can turn that around and read more. A good reader has excellent reading stamina. So when you give them a task or something to do, they're able to read for 20 minutes, and they're able to focus on the text that's in front of them and not get distracted. Poor readers, every little noise, every little squeak is distracting them from the text. Now, if you listen to a good reader, what they sound like is that they read fluently in phrases instead of word by word. So if I can kind of demonstrate that just on that piece of text there, they read fluently in phrases instead of word by word. So you notice I probably group that whole thing into two groups of words. A poor reader, on the other hand, might read it and it could sound something like this: read fluently in phrases instead of word by word. Huge difference. You can use your pause button and re-roll the video just to hear the difference in that. Okay, good readers, they can also correct their reading errors. So when they mispronounce a word, they're able to go back. They know they've read it wrong, and they'll go back and they'll decode the word again. And chances are they'll do it correctly. Poor readers, they don't correct their errors. They read in a mon, o tone. Something like that. That's a poor reader. That's a classic poor reader. So good readers, they can read with intonation. So they're able to inflect their voices. They're able to change their voice as characters change in a story. So that's what I mean by reading with intonation. Putting life and putting feeling and putting emotion into those words. Some of the things that good readers can do with text then, after they're done reading it, they can summarize. So they can tell you what it is that they've read, and they know what the main idea is, and they can separate the main idea, and then they can use a few important details to strengthen that main idea. So they can really summarize and tell you what it was all about. Good readers also frequently ask questions and look for answers while they're reading. They're curious. They want to know what's going to happen next. So they ask questions of the text, and then they try to see if their question is accurate by coming across the answer to that question. Good readers can also visualize what is happening in the text. This is like making a movie of what's going on. They can see the characters, they can hear the characters, they have an idea of what the setting looks like, so they can visualize. Good readers can also connect their prior knowledge to the text. Prior knowledge is just everything you know about life and experiences and history and science. So it's the body of knowledge that you have inside of you from your experiences, from the movies you watch, from the shows you watch, and especially from the books that you read. Excuse me. Good readers, another thing that good readers can do with the text is that they're able to make an inference. So, in making an inference, they're able to predict what will happen next. This is a higher order thinking skill, being able to make an inference. And in making an inference, you have to use clues that the author gives you, plus some of your prior knowledge to predict what is going to happen next. Good readers also seek meaning when they get confused. Seeking meaning is important, and the reason you want to do that is they just don't give up. Poor readers, when they run into text that's tough, they quit right away. Good readers also use a lot of different reading strategies. Some of them are called SQ3R, multipass, uh, visualizing, predicting, questioning the text. And they'll do this before, during, and after. So it's like they have a total plan for how they're going to attack this text. And different kinds of text means that they will read things differently. Okay. Finally, good readers, they can make predictions about what will happen next. So, making predictions. What good readers can do with text, this is really one of the most important things, is that they are willing to reread. So they'll go back and read things more than once. This is one of the greatest strategies that a poor reader can apply to getting a better reading ability, is just being willing to read things more than once. So, hope this helps. We've kind of gone over the three things that will make a student a success, and we've also taken a look at what you can do to be a better reader.